Oh, hey everybody, sorry for all the background noise and everything else. 1 second here, we're just trying to get this thing rolling the right way. Let's see what I can do about all that. Hang on. Oh, we've got some interlopers here that I didn't expect. Hi kids, this wasn't supposed to be about you yet. We're supposed to get to you later. If we're even rolling now. Wow, this is not going as well as I thought I could. All right, let's keep trying though. Which way does this all go? Okay. All right, good enough for now. We're just going to keep going. Well, I want to see everybody on today's close-up. I didn't want to see these guys until the end when we went downstairs to see them, but here they are. Let's start with our new mom cat, who should be right in here, all right? And I can't even see the stream myself. Whoop. So I'm having some issues still. Hi, do you hear that meow? Meow. So this is our new supposed mom, and I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I really don't think she's pregnant. I do know for sure that she's got some tapeworms going on, which is a real normal thing for cats, that, especially ones that are rescued or come from a shelter. The tapeworms come from the tapeworm life cycle is very fascinating, and you can read all about it online. But the bottom line is that cats get them by eating fleas. So we don't have to worry about them spreading from her to anybody else at the academy because you have to eat fleas to get them. And that's obviously not a thing that's going to happen. But that also is how she got them. Oh, yeah, I love homemaking from eating mice. Well, that's actually a different kind of tapeworm you can get from eating mice, unless they eat mice that have fleas on them. But we don't have to get into that too far. Give me 1 second here while we look at this pretty girl to try to adjust my phone so I can see how this stream is working, because I can't see it here. I can see the chat, but I can't see the stream, and I want to see both. So hang on 1 second here, if I can figure this out. She's so affectionate. It's going to be hard to film her because she just wants to get right up on what we're doing. Oh, hi. Okay, now I can see it. Good. All right, there we go. So, the important news about her, of course, when we take her to the vet. And our own vet, Dr. Katz, who is amazing, has been really busy lately and wasn't able to make an appointment to check her out until Monday. Because it's not an emergency. I'm sure if I was like, oh, this is really urgent, then Dr. Katz would make an exception for us. But I don't like to push my luck that way when it's not actually important. But I did reach out to Dawes because the Danbury Animal Welfare Society, that's the shelter that we work with, the one that brought this mom cat and every other cat in Connecticut to us, and the Danbury Animal Welfare Society are also the people who manage the adoptions for Kitten Academy and process the applications and all that kind of stuff. They are actually pretty well equipped compared to other animal shelters that we've worked with in the past. They have their own clinic that is staffed part-time by volunteer doctors that from other vet practices that come into the clinic, and their clinic at Dawes is actually really nice, especially for an animal shelter. They've got their own sterile surgery and everything. It's great. So I reached out to our people at Dawes and I said, hey, I know we don't normally ask for this, but do you think it would be possible to get her in for a little bit of a pregnancy check this week so that we don't have to wait until next week? And Dawes said they could do it. They're going to do it tomorrow morning. So we're going to bring her in first thing in the morning tomorrow. And I think, and I didn't hear for sure, but when I asked, I said, can we get an x-ray and an ultrasound? So I think they're going to do both. And at the same time, of course, we will get something for those worms, and they'll see if there's anything else that they want to treat about. And she'll be just tip-top shape. My bet, if I were a betting man, would be that we're going to find out that she's not pregnant. And I'm going to get to this in more detail, but we are so full up. versus keeping her here until she's adopted. Now, we will test her out if it does come to that. We'll test her out with the faculty to see if she can get along. If she can get along really, really well with the faculty right off the bat, then we could keep her here. But otherwise, she'll probably go to another foster at Dawes, which is, that's a good outcome for her too. She's just so pretty and friendly and playful and wonderful. I could almost see her getting adopted right away anyhow, so it might not be an issue one way or the other. And who knows, she could turn out to be pregnant. I've been wrong before. She sure looks pregnant. I mean, everybody can see that. I can see why they sent her to us. But we've had that before. Maybe was that way, looked very pregnant when she came in and wasn't. And so was Myth, right? Myth came in and looked, extremely pregnant, very round. And also wasn't. So, it's worked out both ways. Then we've had some that have come in and I'm like, I'm not sure that she's pregnant. I think I've gotten better at palpating for kittens since then. But I think Gabby was like that, where it's like, I'm not really convinced that she's pregnant. And I feel like maybe if Gabby came in now, I would have realized that she was in fact pregnant, but I can't be sure. I can't remember what she actually felt like. I just know when I feel this belly, I don't feel anything. It's very taut, it's very full, but I don't feel any little kittens in there. So that's all we know about our new mom, except I can tell you a couple of other things. The intake papers had her, she's from Huntington, West Virginia. I hope I got that right. Huntington, West Virginia, I believe. And the intake papers guessed that she's about a year old. And that also matches with my guess. I think she's about a year old. Her teeth are very white and brand new. They look real good. So, like I said, not only she's beautiful and you can see how very affectionate. She climbs up on my lap when I call her. If I'm here and I call her and I start patting my lap, she'll run up and get on my lap because I called her, which is also an interesting. Most of the mom cats don't do that for us. That's not saying she's a mom cat or not. That's saying she's just really sweet that way. So there you go. Yeah, we've had a couple of internet issues this morning. I know I set everything up just right for this morning's stream, so if we do get glitchy, I'm going to just have to blame our internet for not being very good this morning. And there's not too much I can do about that. Hopefully it sticks with us long enough to get through this stream. Okay, well, on that note of sticking with us long enough to get through the stream, let's go take a look at everybody else that we want to see, all right? And on that note, of course, we're using the good camera that has the, for crying out loud. Whoa, oh, I got you, buddy. Oh. Good thing she wasn't very angry. We got Bombay just ran in. He's like that. He's fearless. And she gave him a little swat to tell him to back off, and that upset him, but he's fine. She wasn't trying to hurt him. Just tell him to go away. Let's get everybody else. Whoa, back up. Okay, there we go. Everybody else is waiting right out here for me to come out. How was that, Bombay? You met somebody new, and it wasn't a great experience, was it? Hey, bud, I got you, though. Well, hang on. I intended us to go someplace else first. Well, now we're going to have to... Ah, you lost? Okay. That was just Rio. He's just lost. All right. We'll get back to these kids in 1 second. I don't want to go too far yet. So, first I just want to see Millet with you for 1 second. Okay. Whew. So much to go through. With our internet not great today, it's going to be kind of... we'll see what we get. So here we are. This is Millet, as you know. This is Millet. And Millet, also, as you know, has had the pectus excavatum operation. It's not really an operation, though. They just sort of thread a plate on the front of his chest and then use that to sort of pull his rib cage out. And then they do that for about 8 weeks. And hopefully it sort of settles that way, and that's the deal. So he's been great. He's actually too great. He's so You know, he's just so fine with everything that's happening to him and comfortable that he wants to run around and climb on stuff and act like a kitten. Of course he does, but he's not allowed to. So we've got to keep him in this room most of the time, and DJ's been sleeping in here with him every night to keep him company, and he gets to come out when we're right on him, watching him. He gets to come out to the master bedroom and hang out with us for a while, as long as he's not being too active. And he's been doing great. So that's the good news about him. He's doing just fine. And as you can see, he really wants all the attention he can get. And I guess it's a little hard to take. I haven't been putting him on the stream because if he's in here, he's either sleeping, which is great, or he's at the door meowing to be let out, which is a little hard to take because he gets really insistent about it. But now he's going to play with a ball. Okay. That's about the highest level of activity that he's allowed to have right now. Stream on this side for a second. Let's hope that picks right back up. Wow, not a great day technology-wise. All right, looks like we did pick it right back up, though. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Okay. You know, you just gotta bear with us, folks. We're doing the best we can here. I thought using the good streaming camera would be nice, and it turns out that's going to mean a lot of dropouts because we're going to move on from Millet after. Just want to let you guys know he's doing great, and he will settle down in here. Sometimes you'll be able to hear him meowing from the new mom's cameras because he's right next door. But after I leave him alone for a while, he's just going to settle down and take a nap today while I do other stuff, and then he'll have all night to hang out with me and DJ. I think that's good practice for him too, to learn to kind of be and do his own thing once in a while. Okay, all these kids are still out here in the hallway looking for me. Hi. Hi. I know, you guys all want so much attention. Let's see, who is this? This is Sid. Sid got a slightly darker blue collar, just because I can't find where his original collar was lost at. And this is, let me see your collar. Okay, black Bombay again. All right. And I saw somebody go towards the office. Oh, and here's Rio. Hi, Rio. Hi, bud. And you can hear Millie meowing at us through the door. Okay, but I want to show you what's going on in our spare room. The Brooks suite, as it's been known. Also Myth's room. This is Port. This is the mom of those kittens out there. And she's been given her own room now at the Kitten Academy. So in the last nice close-up that we did last week, I said to all of you, I took an extra time out to say, yeah, you know, she's been sort of playing rough with her kids, but she's fine. She's not hurting them and everything is okay. And of course, right after that, I had to change my mind and decide, all right, maybe it is a little too much. So we were trying to do a thing where we kept her apart more, and now we're trying to do a thing where we keep her apart completely. So because the kids are out running around the house, she has to be in her room, but when they're in their room, she can be out running around the house, and she does pretty fine. So this is her new room now, and she doesn't really like it. She spends most of her time, like Millet, at the door saying, hey, I'd like to come back out, please. But it's good enough for her. She'll be fine. And like I said, she gets to spend almost all of her time out. Anytime that the kids are in the room, she's out. I hope that makes sense. And she's beautiful and she's sweet on her people. And I'll tell you, when she is out, she's really just does two things. She follows me around like a little puppy and weaves around my ankles and just wants to be part of whatever I'm doing all the time. Or if she can't get to me because I'm like in Custard's office or something, she goes and sits by a window or the front door and just waits and just watches and waits. And that's all she does all day long. Follow me around and wait. So she's going to be great, by the way. So we scheduled her spay. We scheduled it for the first chance that we got, and we scheduled it a while ago, but it's scheduled for the 1st. Because like I said, our vet's been really, really busy. So my guess is that after she has her spay, her attitude towards a lot of things might change, and she might be fine around her kittens again. So we will see about that, but it's going to be a little while. Oh, sorry, kiddo. She's also gotten a lot better about being picked up because I've been working with her all the time. I'm not going to be able to show you because I've got my hands full of cameras right now. But every time I see her now, I pick her right up and put her into the baby hold on her back, and I pet her face, and she puts up with it pretty well. Not perfectly well. You can tell it's still not her favorite thing, but it's good. And she purrs too. Sometimes when I pick her up and pet her, she still keeps purring just because she wants the attention so much. And I think that's been the conflict with her. You can tell how much she wants affection and attention, but how difficult it is for her to take that being petted that she wants so much. So I'm trying to help her work through some of that cognitive dissonance, I guess, and figure it all out. And I think we're making really good progress. Okay. All right, now let's go out. Well, you can stay in here for now, though. Nope, sorry, the kittens are out. That means you stay in there for the moment. All right, now we're going to try to find all the kittens, and I don't know if they've all gone. Oh, they haven't all gone back downstairs because there's Rio. And let me remind you, this camera definitely cuts out when it switches wireless access points, even though it shouldn't. So I would expect that we're going to lose the stream for a minute while we go downstairs, but we're going to do it anyway. So bear with us. Of course, if you're not watching live, all of that gets cut out of the archive magically by YouTube, so you won't have to worry about it. I'm taking Rio with us. This is not Rio, this is Ant. I said Rio, but he's pink, that makes him Ant. Oh, we're going to stop over right here. There's Ari, and Ari's getting bothered by a collarless kitten that is either Rotterdam or Puget. That's Rotterdam, we can tell from his markings. Hi, Rotterdam. Where'd you put your collar, bud? And there's Ari, of course. Oh, and there's, that looks like also a collarless Hal. Or is he collarless? His collar's white, and he's kind of got a natural white collar. No, he is collarless. So that's Hal, Halifax. Hey, bud. What you sniffing at on the rug? There's Sid for real. That's the red collar. This is my kitchen painting project that has been it's been waiting on me for literally months, maybe even an entire year at this point, technically speaking. So that's what all that stuff is there. I really need to get to that. There's part of the kitchen ceiling that was ruined last year, and we got it all fixed up, but I still haven't repainted it, so it's a little bit of exposed drywall color at the moment. I don't have any toys here for these kids to really chase, but if I did, here, let's try one of these leaves that fell off of this tree. If I did, we might get them to try to run on this wheel for a minute. Rio, come here. What is this? What is it? Come up here. Come on, right up here. Come get it. That was a pretty good try, buddy. I was just teasing him with these leaves to try to get him to follow me. How about you, Rotterdam? That seems like something you would do. Oh, we can only do one at a time, though. If both of you get on here, this is not going to work. One of you is going to get left behind. There we go, Rotterdam. Come get it, buddy. Come get it. Come on, you can do this. Uh-oh. Keep up, Rotterdam. All right, okay. Doesn't work with multiples, kids. Now, we got 5 of them in here. That means there's practically no kittens on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. There's number 6. So, let's see. We have Bombay with the black collar. Oh, now we're not missing anybody, so never mind. It was Sid, and he just showed up. So, there's Sid. Here's Bombay. And they're playing with a little ball. We've got Rotterdam there without the collar. We have Puget here with his collar. Those are our 2 long hairs. They're going to be very, very long-haired kittens. As you can see from Puget's little, look at that collar, just disappears under all of his fur. This is Antwerp with the pink collar. Nope, that was Rio. Oh man, I gotta stop looking at the camera screen and start looking at the kittens. Okay, that's Bombay again. That one looks like Ant. There we go, that's an actual pink collar. Ari's just sitting in the middle of all of this chaos, like, this is fine. He's like the meme of the dog with the room on fire, except in this case the fire is a bunch of orange kittens running all over. There we go, get some light on. Ooh, okay. Well, we're losing our connection and I'm losing my balance. And we probably should wrap it up anyway. I've got an awful lot to get done today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will work a little bit on the tech, although I'm really blaming our internet provider for this one today. I did everything I could in advance to make sure this would go very well, but I did notice that the regular live stream got interrupted by our regular internet service provider this morning. And I'm assuming that any little glitches we've had on this one are for the same reason. So sorry about that, not too much I can do.